Hello everyone, how are you? I hope everyone is doing well. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are. Today's video is about the greatest lightweight boxer, fighter ever, pound for pound. By the way, today is Friday, 4th of August, 2023. And before we go to our main topic, which is the greatest 135 pounds lightweight boxer ever, pound for pound, let's review first for my three videos past 3 days, okay? Last Tuesday, Tuesday, 2, 3, August 1st, yeah, I made a video about the greatest top 3, okay, top 3 greatest heavyweight fighter, boxer ever, pound for pound. So the number 3 was Larry Holmes, number 2 Muhammad Ali, and number 1 is Joe Louis, okay. For all the details and explanations is written on the description. Just check the description below, and I posted there the links on my previous videos, okay. If I remember it correctly, Joe Louis, why he is the number 1 greatest heavyweight ever, it's because he did an extraordinary and above and beyond achievement, which is a 25 consecutive title defenses, and those are all lineal championships, undisputed championships. 25 consecutive title defenses. That is so amazing, so awesome, and it never happened again. During those times from the 1920s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000, 2010s, and 2020s. It never happened again. And then why is it Muhammad Ali is the number 2? It's because he is the only heavyweight champion to win the championship for 3 times. 3 times lineal heavyweight champion, only Muhammad Ali. But there are already, I believe, 4 heavyweights who became a 2 times lineal champion. One example is Floyd Patterson. Second is George Foreman. Third is Evander Holyfield. Fourth is Lennox Lewis. What else? Those are in my mind. Those are the 2 times lineal heavyweight champion: Floyd Patterson, George Foreman, Evander Holyfield, Lennox Lewis. Okay, meaning to become a 3 times lineal champion is not that hard, because there's already 4 of them. I believe there are only 5 that already 2 times. Okay, and then number 3, top 3 is Larry Holmes, because he did 20 title defenses. That's how awesome who is Larry Holmes is. 20 title defenses. That's awesome. Okay, and what else? And also, why Larry Holmes is because at his last bout at age of 52. Okay, remember this. Larry Holmes' last bout at age of 52, he won the fight. It's not an exhibition, no. It's a professional bout. Okay, and he won that bout, okay, at age of 52. That's how awesome Larry Holmes. Okay, then we'll review to the light heavyweight, the top 3 greatest light heavyweight. Number 3, Roy Jones Jr. Okay, Roy Jones Jr. Number 2, Michael Spinks. Okay, I almost I apologize, pardon me. Yesterday, I forgot the number 2, which is Michael Spinks. And the number 1 is Archie Moore. Archie Moore. Archie Moore did an awesome, an extraordinary, an above and beyond achievement. Okay? For his 186 wins, 186 wins, he got this record holder as, until now, the number of knockouts, 145 knockouts. And no one even come closer to that record. So, Archie Moore had this record holder as the most number of knockouts in history, 145 knockouts from his 186 wins. Light heavyweight, okay, 175 pounds. By the way, the heavyweight, the weight limit is 200 plus, okay, so let's say 201 pounds, 202 and above, okay, those are heavyweights. Light heavyweight are 175 pounds, okay. Weight limit of light heavyweight is 175 pounds. Okay. What else? Then, yesterday I did a video on the top 3 greatest middleweight. Okay. Middleweight is 160 pounds. 160. So, the number 3 greatest, top 3, was Bernard the Executioner Hopkins. Okay. Number 2, Marvin Marvelous Hagler, or Marvelous Marvin Hagler. Okay. Then the number 1 greatest middleweight fighter ever, pound for pound, none other than Sugar Ray Robinson. Okay. Sugar Ray Robinson. Of all the greatest all-time pound for pound fighter, only Sugar Ray Robinson become the 2 decades fighter of the decade. Okay, he was named and awarded as a fighter of the decade for the 1940s, and in the 1950s, Sugar Ray Robinson once again named awarded fighter of the decade. So only him, only Sugar Ray Robinson. Okay, and now for today's video, today, which is Friday, August 4, 2023, it's about the top 3 greatest lightweight fighter ever. 135 pounds, 135 pounds. Okay? Number 3 is Sugar Shane Mosley. Yeah, you heard it right. Sugar Shane Mosley. And we will explain that thoroughly. Okay, number 2 is Pernell Sweet Pea Whitaker. Okay, number 2. And then the number 1 greatest lightweight fighter ever, pound for pound, is none other than the Hands of Stone, Roberto Duran from Panama. Alright? Okay. So, why Sugar Shane? Why? Why not some of these great lightweights? There's a lot of great lightweights also. Yeah, like, oh, I forgot already. Leonard, Gans, Ike Williams, and many more. Carlos Ortiz, and many more. Many more all-time greats, lightweights. But why Sugar Shane is the number 3? As I've said for my previous videos a long time ago, and years, months, weeks, and previous days of my videos, that there is a category for giving the quote-unquote title pound for pound, okay, fighter. The one category, first category, is he or she did an extraordinary or an above and beyond achievement, okay, above normal, okay, above the usual achievement compared to other fighters, compared to other boxers, okay. And number 2 category is he or she should be or must be a crowd pleaser, meaning he got this charisma that be able for the masses, for the people to watch him live inside the arena or buy tickets pay-per-views. So a pound for pound fighter should have that two categories. Did an above and beyond achievement, the extraordinary accomplishment, and number two, a crowd pleaser, a high charismatic fighter, be able to fill in the entire arena and buy a lot of pay-per-views for the people to watch, to be excited. So if a person makes the people, the viewers, boredom, then that fighter or boxer is not a pound for pound caliber. Okay? So a pound for pound fighter must meet two categories. Again, one, he did an extraordinary, above and beyond, above normal, above the usual achievement, and a crowd pleaser, a charismatic fighter, be able to fill the arena, be able to gather people to watch him live or pay-per-views. So Shane Mosley at lightweight, 135 pounds, achieved in 9 consecutive title defenses. Okay? 9 title defenses. And all those defenses are end via knockouts, via stoppage. That's how great Shane Mosley was during his lightweight division time. Okay? Shane Mosley. So, rather, pardon me, 8 title defenses. 8, okay? Shane Mosley defended his lightweight title for 8 times. 8 times. And all by knockouts. All by stoppage. And by the way, Shane Mosley was unbeaten. He was undefeated at lightweight. He was never beaten or he never lost at lightweight at 135 pounds. That's how great Shane Mosley at lightweight division. Okay? So let's move on to number 2, which is the Sweet Pea, Pernell Whitaker, a gold medalist, an Olympian, a gold medalist in 1988, I believe, 88. So, why Sweet Pea Whitaker? Of course, same as Shane Mosley, he was unbeaten at lightweight at 135 pounds. He never suffered a loss at 135 pounds. Okay? That's how great Whitaker was. Okay? They're almost close to Mosley. Mosley did the 8 title defenses, while Whitaker did 9 title defenses. Almost close, okay? But for Whitaker, of his 9 title defenses, 6 of those are lineal and undisputed. That's the difference. Because from Shane Mosley never been undisputed at lightweight. Okay, and also aside from this, outside from this lightweight topic, Shane Mosley never been an undisputed to any weight classes. Okay, so that's a different topic. At lightweight, Shane Mosley did an 8 title defenses, all via knockouts. All his title defenses of lightweight are all via knockouts. Okay, stoppage. Okay, while Pernell Whitaker, the Sweet Pea Whitaker, the gold medalist in the Olympics, of his 9 title defenses, 6 of those are all undisputed lineal championships. That's how great Pernell Sweet Pea Whitaker back then at lightweight, 135 pounds. Okay, he's the number 2 greatest and of lightweight. And the number 1 is none other than the Hands of Stone, Roberto Duran from Panama. Okay, so Roberto Duran, as if you are really a boxing enthusiast, a boxing aficionado, a boxing purist, at least minimum of 20 years following boxing, minimum of 20 years. If you, the viewers of mine now, of my video, if you are truly a boxing enthusiast, a fight aficionado, a fight purist, boxing purist, with at least 20 years minimum, and hope you are 30 years, 40 years following boxing, you should know who is Roberto the Hands of Stone Duran. Yes, Roberto Duran. Roberto Duran. Why Roberto Duran? The question why. And the answer is very simple and very, very hard and strong answer. Of all his 12 title defenses, all are lineal championships. Okay? All lineal championship. 12 lineal championships, title defenses. That's what Roberto Duran did at lightweight. And nobody in the history of boxing did it. There are some, all-time greats too. From the 1910s, 20s, 30s, 40s, did many fights at lightweight at 135 pounds. But they don't have this championship fights compared to Roberto Duran. As I've said earlier, there are some lightweight greats. Carlos Ortiz, Leonard, Joe Gans, and Ike Williams. Those are 4 that I still remember. Okay? Pardon me if I did not pronounce correctly their name. Ike Williams, Leonard, Carlos Ortiz, Ike Williams, names. Those are all-time greats, lightweight. But none of them compared to Roberto Duran. 12 title defenses, and all those 12 title defenses are all lineal championships. The man who beat the man. And of course, all wins. Okay? So that's our top 3 greatest lightweight. Okay? Top 3 greatest 135 pounds ever, pound for pound. Number 3, Sugar Shane Mosley. That's number 3. The number 2, Pernell Pea Whitaker. And the number 1, Roberto, the Hands of Stone Duran from Panama. Okay? So, that's how great they are at lightweight, 135 pounds. What else? We'll go back again to my previous videos for the greatest heavyweight, greatest light heavyweight, and greatest middleweight. Roy Jones Jr., that's why he's the number 3 greatest light heavyweight of his 175 pounds. 11 consecutive title defenses as a lineal and undisputed champion. That's how great Roy Jones. We are talking about lineal championships, okay? The man who beat the man. And he was also an undisputed light heavyweight, and he defended that title, undisputed lineal light heavyweight champion, for 11 times. 11 times, Roy Jones Jr. Okay? number 3. He is the number 3, top 3 light heavyweight pound per pound ever. And of course, Michael Spinks, 10 consecutive title defenses. So your question will be like this: how come Michael Spinks is above Roy Jones? Because Roy Jones has 11 title defenses, right? 11 title defenses, including Lineal and undisputed, while Michael Spinks did 10 consecutive, okay, 10 title defenses. Now I said the word consecutive. Michael Spinks did it consecutive, like first defense, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seven, eight, nine, 10 straight, 10 straight title defenses, while Roy Jones, he did it in staggered. So some of his fights are not for lineal championship, meaning some of his fights are not for undisputed, so not consecutive, not straight, but he defended it 11 for Roy Jones. For Michael Spinks, he did it 10 consecutive title defenses. That's why Michael Spinks is higher than how to say it, Roy Jones. By the way, Michael Spinks never lost at light heavyweight. Okay, Michael Spinks never suffered a loss at light heavyweight at 175. The only loss of Michael Spinks when he moved up to heavyweight and he fought then the great Iron Mike Tyson for the undisputed heavyweight. Back then, WBA, WBC, and IBF plus Ring Magazine light heavyweight. No WBO yet. WBO was not yet born that time. Okay, so Roy Jones number 3, Michael Spinks number 2, and then number 1 is Archie Moore. That alone, the 186 wins. From 186 wins, 145 are by knockouts. Oh my goodness! You think about it. There is no 145 knockouts win by now. That's how so insane, so awesome Archie Moore, and he risked his life moving up again. He moves up to heavyweight, and he lost to Rocky Marciano. Yeah, he lost to Rocky Marciano, but one of his I think one of his win in the heavyweight, I forgot already, but yeah, he lost against Rocky Marciano. He moved up to heavyweight, and he lost to the undefeated 49-0 Rocky Marciano. You know, a heavyweight champion, one of the all-time greats heavyweight. He's retired undefeated 49-0 Rocky Marciano. But he is not one of the top 3 greatest heavyweights, no. It is Larry Holmes, number 3. Number 2 is Muhammad Ali, and number 1 is Joe Louis. Yeah. So even though Rocky Marciano is undefeated heavyweight champion, but he is not, top 3. Maybe in the top 10 or top 15, but not on top 3. No. He is behind. Number 3 is Larry Holmes. Number 2 is Muhammad Ali. Number 1 is Joe Louis. Joe Louis, that 25 consecutive title defenses is so freaking awesome. So insane what Joe Louis did. 25 consecutive title defenses. Yeah. And what else? Maybe on the next video, I don't know when, for the greatest, let's say, greatest welterweight fighter ever, greatest super featherweight fighter ever, greatest featherweight fighter ever, greatest bantamweight fighter ever, greatest flyweight fighter ever, and more. So on the next video, please watch, okay? I'm still waiting for the upcoming fights, for this coming, if Crawford and Spence do a rematch, or Jaron Boots Innes fight Ortiz. What's the first name of this Ortiz? The undefeated Ortiz from who trained by Robert Garcia. Last name is Ortiz. Not Victor Ortiz, okay? The other young, the undefeated Ortiz. Who supposedly scheduled to fight Staniones for a WBA regular 147 pounds title. Okay. What else? Oh yeah. I wish, and this coming December of 2023, from Japan, the Japanese monster, Naoya Inoue, will be fighting against the Filipino Marlon Tapales for the undisputed 122 pounds, WBA, WBC, IBF, WBO, then plus the ring titles, okay? And that happens, and no disrespect to the Filipino Marlon Tapales, Naoya Inoue should beat him and will become second male boxer to become a two-division undisputed champion, because the first one now we have is Terence Crawford, junior welterweight, and now welterweight undisputed champion, and the next one to follow is Naoya Inoue from Japan, the Japanese monster, a bantamweight 118 pounds undisputed champion. And by this December, when Naoya Inoue fight and beat Marlon Tapales for the undisputed 122 super bantamweight championship for the undisputed title crown. Alright, so just check the description below. I wrote them the links for the previous videos about the top 3 greatest heavyweight fighter ever, the top 3 greatest light heavyweight fighter ever, pound for pound, the top 3 greatest middleweight fighter ever, and now of course the top 3 greatest lightweight 135 pounds pound for pound ever. Alright, again, thank you so much for watching. Be safe, everyone. Okay, be safe, and share your blessings, and then stay blessed. Alright, thank you again, and Armstrong.